win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Ay, I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, they close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm. I bet I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Ay, I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I'm making pigs fly, now I move mountains. I would've beaten the heart of a crash test dummy, I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible. Impossible, impossible.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's finest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends, cause yeah, she did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general, TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. This music don't work out, and all to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't try to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust them cause they know my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we get the season started with an AFC East tilt right off the bat between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Miami. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. He'll get that out wide to Waddle. And he'll be out right at the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Another catch there for Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
He's one of the top receivers in the game, Charles, so no surprise here on the opening drive they want to get him involved, and he has catches on back-to-back plays.
And, Brandon, I look at it from the defense's perspective. You know he's one of the top receivers in the game. You've got to find ways to slow him down because if he gets into high gear, he's going to shred you all game long.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Running off tackle with Cook. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On play action, Allen sliding out of the pocket. And complete right side to Cook. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. first down. Here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down, Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down, here's Mixon. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. They'll run with Cook. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They try again with Cook. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Allen now on the sneak, trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Allen taking it himself, and this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Toss here, short side, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Allen off the play fake.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
third down. Here's a run by Cook. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills have taken the lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. A give left side to Cook. And some room to roam now.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Cook again.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run. Keeps him advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for the first. Play action. Now it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fletcher. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Allen going to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Throwing is Allen on third. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a first and goal.
Cook going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out second down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Bills are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Allen now looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Again, it's Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
To throw, it's Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
Left side, Cook. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, inbounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
And the Bills are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills get an important score there to extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Half 85. 56.
try and wind down some clock with Cook. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They run it again with Cook. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4 but got 3. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stat.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Amani Hooker, and he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
So a 4th quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. 54 yards.
Now, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Buffalo, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Miami, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.